girls can't wait to show you their tits.
Dynamic banter. Mike and Steve are gonna do bits and have some fun. Dynamic banter. Honking horns and ringing bells and making good. Dynamic banter. Don't forget the history roast on Dynamic banter.
Dude, that's burned in my brain because of how. It's burned in my brain because, you know, we played Tetris for fucking countless hours.
That game is perfect.
It's perfect. It's a perfect game.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a gamer.
Let's bring in a gamer.
Hey man, my name's Tinny Twisters on Twitch. Follow and subscribe and send me some bits, you shits. Just kidding. Fuck you, idiot. People like to be.
I don't know that I would subscribe to it.
I've never seen Dr. Disrespect. I just know of him. He's this huge Twitch guy. Man, watch me butcher how to explain Dr. Disrespect to someone who has no idea.
Two old heads try to get old talking about Dr. Disrespect.
Well, I won't out a friend who watches Dr. Disrespect.
Okay.
And might still. But the dude is just like, he's a loud mouth. He says whatever he wants. He's a shock jock. Yeah, and he plays this character that has like a mustache and a mullet and then sunglasses, and he just screams at people. And I think he said racist shit, and like, you know, he's been a real piece of shit.
Sounds like Kid Rock a little bit.
Yeah, he's like the Kid Rock of the Twitch world for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
guy?
out there, man. What's that?
Fun guy.
Seems like it. Certainly seems like it. You know, I don't know anything about it other than he's like a loud, obnoxious.
He's like Howard, like new, like Gen X Howard Stern.
Exactly.
Gen
He's
Z
Twitch Howard Stern, yeah.
Yeah.
But not like
That's always going to be around.
totally, bro.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Howard Stern though, like I don't have hate for Howard Stern.
Oh, different guy. Different type of a guy.
I don't know. Like, how do you feel about Howard Stern?
I don't know.
I think
I don't really.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to him. I just grew up with him in like the zeitgeist, like that movie Private Parts.
Yeah.
We had to sneak upstairs and see that because of boobs.
Oh yeah, there were boobs in that one, baby.
One time for 2 times.
I'll tell you, there were about 2 kazooms in that movie. Look at that 2 boob situation.
Don't give a fuck, Becca Goo.
What is this show?
So, my experience with Howard Stern, it's going to be interesting to see what our audience thinks of this conversation, because I don't know how many of you, and I guess we kind of like underestimate your age range, listener, because we do run the gamut. It seems, especially when we were mentioning Regis Philbin the other day, which to some isn't even really in that, you know, old of a person, or like, you know, whatever you remember, and you're like, what? Who doesn't know Regis Philbin? But certainly there were people who had no idea who Regis Philbin was.
And you both like the show the same amount.
right. So it's interesting to see where our audience ages land. But for me, my experience with Howard Stern was the E channel.
Oh yeah, his TV show.
Yeah, so they would put they would put like the best bits from the radio show and cut it into an E show, like a TV show that was the Howard Stern show.
Yeah,
and it would be a television version,
like a podcast.
Yeah, like a podcast, but like, you know, a video version.
If you can imagine.
I don't give a fuck.
If you could possibly wrap your mind around something like that.
I'm coming.
So, if you could even wrap your mind around it. But it would come on late at night on E.
They kind of said same thing.
And then there was, and sometimes there'd be nothing. The show would be about nothing.
Noises.
Let me pull up. Hang on. Let me see if you remember this, Mike. I'm not going to say another word.
Okay.
Hang on. So I would watch E late at night, and they would show all sorts of
Wild on the Caribbean.
dude. Exactly.
We in the same.
Hang on. Let me see. Let me see if you remember
Wild
this.
on Boca Vista.
Do you remember this? Oops. Hang on.
That was kind of nice.
Looking for royalty-free music?
Yeah.
Discover Epidemic.
Oh, Epidemic Sound. Yeah, nice. Free ad. You know what I'm about to do? Come to Wild. Girls Gone Wild, baby. We're gonna show you tits right in your fucking face at 3 a.m., you little idiot.
See girls and watch them go wild.
These girls are drunk as fuck and they have no idea what they're doing.
Call this 800 number. I operated from my aunt's house.
We're exploiting women. If you call this number, you get a videotape with a bunch of boobs in it.
You ever see a girl kiss a girl?
Hey, you like boobs? You like boobs? So do I.
1,000 times a night.
That commercial would play. 1,000 times.
man.
To the point where you remembered everything they said.
Yeah. Imagine calling an 800 number
buy a
and
VHS
ordering
tape.
a video.
Yeah, I'd like to buy Girls Gone Wild, Cabo San Lucas.
Dude, I'm in the operator.
Okay. Hello?
Girls Gone Wild. Do you want to order some tapes and watch Girl go absolutely wild?
Oh, hell yeah. I love how you got the music playing during the call.
They're in the office.
Whoa, really?
We paid to be in the
Which
office.
tapes you got? Which tapes you got
We
available
have
right
Girls
now?
Gone Wild.
Which tapes you got?
Okay. We have Girls Gone Wild Daytona Beach.
Oh, shit.
We have Girls Gone Wild Jersey Shore. And we have Girls Gone Wild right in the middle of the country, Wyoming.
You got any older women in there?
No, these are girls.
What?
We only have girls.
Girls.
though.
Got it.
We have Grandma's Gone Wild.
Ooh, put it in the cart. Dude, honestly though, I wanted to watch it.
Grandma's Go Wild when they're sorting pills into the pill thing that says the day of the week ending. You can see their boob.
These grandmas can't wait to show you their tits.
Grandma's show you their tits at CVS,
You want to see
Walgreens, Walmart, pharmacy. You start off in the mall, they're walking through the mall, and they show you their tits. Grandma's show you tits with their ankle weights there. Showing their tits in the hospital.
Anyway, so that commercial will come on 4,000 times, and I didn't hate it because it was like looking at boobs all night. And when you're a kid and you're like, you're alone in your room, and you wouldn't see the boobs, they would like cover them with the
They
Girls
were all
Gone Wild
implied
logo.
boobs. All of them were implied boobs.
They were all implied boobs. You knew behind that logo there were boobs.
Or you
Why
had,
would they lie?
You had an idea.
Yeah.
I can't believe we spent our teenage lives trying to see that many boobs and like still obsessed no matter what.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like you've seen, it's because every pair of boobs is a little bit different.
Yeah, and it's like seeing a new painting at the museum. Can't wait to see those paintings.
Yeah. You sound like an art student.
But anyway, so I'd be up real late at night. By the way, the Girls Gone Wild thing it has like a crazy story about how it fell and how those guys got in big trouble for scamming women and shit.
No.
I know, right? I know. Believe it or not, Mike. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Those guys seem like they had such a legitimate kind of thing going.
Anyway, so after the 4,000th Girls Gone Wild commercial, the Howard Stern show would come on.
Yeah.
And it would be similar in vein.
So it would be real raunchy. And
Yeah, it would
they
be
talk about all
raunchy.
kinds of crazy things.
They talk about sex.
They would talk about offensive things.
Talk about sex.
Janet Jameson would be on.
Oh yeah, then you get all the porn stars on there, and then you get like, you know, and then sometimes you get like your favorite comedians would be there.
Uh-huh.
And you'd be like, whoa, this is really interesting and good. And then he'd bring in all the like weird people he found,
Sure.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
Not to tiptoe around how we describe those people.
I even think that's not on.
Yeah,
there.
probably not. But they were certainly strange people.
Yeah.
Personality wise. But beautiful on the outside in their own ways.
Sure.
But yeah.
Let me do my show.
So anyway, he's so pissed off. But it was awesome because he would just like, he'd ask all those questions that you wish you could ask.
That was one of us.
You know, and it really captured people because of that. But for me, it was like, oh, this is just some adult that's saying whatever the fuck he wants, and that's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know.
It would always be like, no matter who he would have on, he would ask them a couple questions about what they have coming out. And it would be like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, oh, Kate Winslet is in that movie too, right? And he'd be like, yeah. He's like, you ever have sex with Kate Winslet?
You ever see her cans?
You ever do intimate sex with Kate
He'd
Winslet?
ask everybody that.
Yeah.
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 You were on the Jenny McCarthy show, huh?
That's right. 3 seasons.
Did you ever see those cans?
It's just we have a new season of the show coming out.
So your mom's Susan Sarandon, huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my mom, Susan Sarandon. That's mom, all right.
She's a wonderful woman. Great actress.
Absolutely. You love her so much. She's been so supportive over the years.
You ever seen her cans? Her cans.
Stop it!
It's a very 90s way to talk about food.
It totally is. Knockers is another one. You ever see those gazooms? Those knockers?
Yikes.
Anyway.
Yikes.
But yeah, I was like into it. I was into it. And then it was like, and he'd have good interviews. Like legit. When he wasn't asking about if you see their
he would
cans.
ask musicians like inside stories about
Yeah.
stuff. He would like ask Paul McCartney about
Yeah, like all sorts of shit no one else would ever ask him.
if we ever saw
Did you ever see John's dick?
you ever see John's cans.
Who had the bigger dick? Did you see John's cans?
Like, what were you guys thinking when you wrote Glass Onion? Here's a beautiful story about Glass Onion. You ever seen each other's dicks? Who was the coolest dick?
Who had the weirdest dick?
You know Ringo has a thick...
Is Ringo circumcised? You ever seen his cans? Which question did he answer first?
It's tough to keep track when they rapid fire like that.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it was fun to see that shit. So yeah, I always felt kind of that way about it. But whatever. I think it was a product of its time too. And it's like, look,
You don't have to defend anything.
no, I just feel like it's hard to do stuff like that now. And I think like, especially because if you're not doing it a certain way, then you could be seen as someone who is being a part of the problem. But man, it's so funny when people are just kind of unfiltered. To a
Because
degree.
I think the thing is because you know that people aren't like that just if you meet
Right.
100 people in the real world.
Right.
So sometimes I think that what we see on television isn't I don't know. I think it's a more obviously watered down version of what it was when we grew up.
Like Larry David talks about Curb Your Enthusiasm. You've seen it, I'm sure.
Yeah. You ever see the cans?
You work with Jerry Seinfeld.
That's right.
You ever seen his cans?
The whole show's about those fucking drums, the tin can drums.
These are the cans I'm talking about. Tin cans. Play those tin cans.
Steel drum. That was gonna bother me. Sorry.
I forgot what I was gonna say actually, but that's okay because the bit's really funny. It was something about Howard Stern.
Yes. You were talking about people can't do that anymore on television.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you were saying that Larry David was talking about.
Oh yeah, Larry David said that for Curb Your Enthusiasm. My brain's trying to sabotage me right now because I remembered the story. But he said the way that he acts in Curb Your Enthusiasm. You just never know when it's gonna happen, and that's where the fun of it is.
Spontaneous vacation.
Hey, are you a little bored of your boring life working in the cubicles? Why don't you try out Spontaneous Vacation? It's a sound chip we install somewhere in your house where you don't even know where it is.
Dude, that's, you know how men think about sex once every...
Yeah.
Or whatever
every
time?
13 seconds.
Sure. That's that. That's the sound of that happening.
Right. Just hardcore sex or like boobs or a butt.
Anything sexual.
Anything sexual, yeah. All the sexy things.
That's what
That's what it sounds like in a man's brain when they're thinking about sex. You're doing like a conga with these giant boobs. Just boobs. Just floating boobs.
Just for a second.
Like a cartoon, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Oh, fuck. We can't be revealing the men's secrets out on this show, Mike.
That's never been said before.
We're gonna get a call from the
Science.
man show.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh god. And then there's like doing conga with like some model like Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Anyway, so Larry David said fuck. Oh.
Okay. There's no way you remember what Larry David said.
God damn, I do. I swear to God, I do.
Okay, good.
I swear to God. No hands on the computer this time. What if it started playing it?
I have a button.
Without even pressing it?
Yeah. Oh, and
right.
it needed to happen.
He said the way that he acts on the show is obviously in no way the way he acts in real life. But he said it's absolutely what's going through his mind when he has encounters with people like that.
Right.
And he wants to be that, but he can't. It's not socially acceptable because then you'd be like a piece of shit that nobody wanted to be around.
Right.
So you have to hide that part of yourself a little bit in order to get people to like you.
Yeah. And everybody has that.
Everybody has that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because like, you know, when you have shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm or you have like Howard Stern or like all these fucking people that are kind of like, you know, they're doing things with like
pushing envelopes.
Yeah, and how we communicate in like media.
Right.
Like
social commentary.
Right. And people gravitate towards that a little bit because it's like, oh, I want to see what it's like to be a little dangerous right now.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like very dangerous to be dangerous and you know, anything you can say can be misconstrued or hurt somebody, and so it's like we have to be really careful. But but it is interesting because there is stuff out there that doesn't kind of obey those rules.
You're
and
talking about UFOs again.
Right, exactly. In that clip, Ryan, I want aliens conga. Me and Mike congaing with aliens.
Holy goodness.
Anyway, but yeah, whatever. I feel like we're so off track with what we were talking about.
That's okay.
How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Dynamic Banter, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having me once again.
For having us.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for having us.
Yeah.
What is this, Thursday? We're in September already, dude. Here comes the fall. Squid doo doo.
It goes fall. Different harmony.
Different irony.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking about vaccine stuff.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if we're the zombies and we didn't even know yet. You know what I mean?
Oh, like
all the vaccinated people are zombies. But we see each other as normal still. You know what I mean?
But everybody else sees us as like zombies.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, would that be so bad? Because for the most part, the zombies win. They always win.
Right.
I don't know any zombie movies, and please correct me if I'm wrong. You've seen more movies where all the zombies lose. Good question. At the very least.
Well,
I Am Legend.
No. Well, I Am Legend ends with a hopeful future.
I missed the last word you said.
Who was thinking about sex in that moment? And why? Because we can't help it. Fuck, dude. I forgot. I forgot what we were talking about again. Please tell me what we were talking about, Mike.
Zombies. The end of I Am Legend.
Yeah, the end of I Am Legend is hopeful. But there is a Black Mirror episode. You heard of this show, Black Mirror?
Yes.
I love the hand on the stomach and the hand up. Oh, it's like this. Is it like or like it's like this? Like is it like this? Like hands on the,
Sure.
hands on the shoulder.
You can put your hands anywhere, really.
All right. Anyway, there's a Black Mirror episode where it's like military guys are sent in to kill zombies. And they're killing the zombies and they're doing a great job. There's zombies everywhere and they're killing them all dead. And then something happens where, now correct me if I'm wrong, or don't correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want those fucking emails. That's another song when you're thinking about sex.
It's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
But something happens, like a glitch in his like he's got a chip implanted in his brain or something. Something happens and then suddenly all the zombies are just like refugees and like regular humans that are like impoverished humans.
Whoa.
And he's like, what the fuck? So it turns out there's like this government thing where they installed chips. This is like what what a lot of people believe is like happening, probably.
Tight.
But yeah, like made them see these impoverished people as zombies.
Wow.
And and he was like, oh, we gotta change this. We gotta like break the whole thing that makes everybody see them as zombies.
Yeah.
Ultimately it's like a good
That's what Rage
sequel.
Against the Machine was trying to do. Ultimately.
Exactly.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, man, I don't know. So that'd be interesting. And honestly, anything's possible because there's just so much we don't know about the world and science.
I don't think it's possible that we're zombies. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it's possible they see us as something else. I think they already do.
If I can make a commentary.
Not to get too political.
Gotta get too commentarium in this bitch.
Anyway, Mike,
Yeah.
the fall is coming.
Yes,
and
it is.
And I'll tell you what we've been having. For those of you that don't know, we've been having a few days of gloomy weather here in LA, and it's been a welcome. I've welcomed it with my heart.
It's beautiful.
beautiful.
I'm a little sad about the rest of the country
Yeah.
having such like terrible weather.
Oh yeah.
And it's hurricane season.
Yeah. We got hurricanes and floods going
And
on.
it's very bad.
It's real
but we never it's rare that there are any clouds. So when it stays overcast all day, it's like there's been no moisture at all. It's like as far in the opposite direction as you could possibly go.
Right.
To a dangerous whatever. So sometimes Southern California people are like, if there's any moisture in the sky, we would love for it to soak into the ground, please.
We welcome all the moisture you could possibly send to us.
Yeah.
Because we got these fucking wildfires. They happen all the time, happen every year.
Yeah. So
Sounded like a Mars Attacks laser gun. Bzzz. But but I've been really loving it, man, because it's been hot as a motherfucker here in LA.
Yes.
We're talking like 90 degree, 100 degree weather.
Especially in the valley.
And it's been pretty miserable. We got this fall kind of like, we got this welcome to fall kind of gloom coming in.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it, man, because look at you. You're wearing a hoodie.
I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm comfortable.
We're doing it, dude. Hoodies
I was
are coming
chilly
back.
this morning.
Dude, I wore a hoodie to take a walk to the store the other day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is a snuggy bug.
It's nice. I like it because it feels like being in bed, but you could be walking. Mm-hmm. And but the more
I'm coming.
Thank you. But the more pictures I see of myself doing stand up with a hoodie on, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
No hoodies during stand up.
I don't think that's I'd like to move away from that.
Really? I think it's kind of hip.
I mean it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. Maybe I shouldn't lean away from it.
You want to be comfortable, right?
I just don't want to look. It's like the older I get, the less I want to look like schlubby.
Sure.
Maybe just a nicely, if there's a different cut of sweatshirt.
Yeah. A little smaller, maybe less baggy.
Less form-fitting. Or more. Or less.
I'm just ready for it, man. I'm ready for the snug as a bug on a rug.
Yes.
And I like wearing my sweatpants. Mm-hmm. I like putting my Ugg boots on when it gets a little too chilly.
You do like that.
I love it, dude. They're so comfy.
It's like standing in a bed.
Ooh, are you kidding me, man? It's like being snuggled up by a couple of sheep. All right, let's do these fucking ads, huh?
Okay.
Let's get some ads going here. Guys, and once again, we want to thank HeadGum. And we want to thank the following sponsors for sponsoring the program. Shout out. Oh, also, some of you guys were asking about the older episodes of the show not showing up on Spotify or something like that.
Yeah, we recently hooked up with like a new host or something.
We're migrating,
So I think things are migrating.
So things are a little bugaboo right now, but they're going to be fixed up real soon. So we're working on it. We hear you. We're working on it. So, all right, take a break.
We're going to put the first 50 episodes out on cassette tape only. You're welcome. You're welcome, I said. You're welcome. You're welcome, I said.
You're welcome, I said. You're welcome, I said. You're welcome, I said. You're welcome, I said. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Guys, when you're traveling to a destination where you don't know the language, it can be challenging to accomplish even the simplest tasks. One time I was walking through Old Town San Diego. Which is beautiful, by the way.
It sounds beautiful.
A lot of Mexican restaurants, legit ones. The culture there is bustling.
Yes. I'm picturing it now.
And you know, I'm a Mexican boy, Mexican American.
Yes.
And I never really learned Spanish, Mike.
Okay.
I know a little this, a little that.
Yeah. Más o menos.
And then one day, I was walking past this restaurant. This guy started talking to us in Spanish.
Oh, look at that.
And I was like, and I felt embarrassed
Yes.
because I was like, I should know what this man is saying.
Yes.
And I understood maybe 2 or 3 words. But thankfully, Mike, there's this thing called Babel.
Yes.
And it's the #1 selling language learning app. And through Babel's bite-sized lessons, you'll learn new language skills that you can actually use in the real world, from greetings, menus, and directions, to gaining a deeper understanding of the culture.
Yes.
Babel is a travel essential.
They're very good with conversational things.
Mike, you
Yes.
use Babel. Tell us about it.
Well, it gives you a little notification in the morning, and it says, would you like to do Babel for a little while? We have a review lesson to help you remember the things you did yesterday. We have a brand new lesson for you to help get more conversational skills and enter into today. And it's very nice. It only takes a couple minutes. It's all like gamified, so it's very easy. It's very visually pleasing. It's very nice to do. And at the end of the day, you're learning a little something. And it's not hard to, they say, if you want to learn something, you do it a little bit every day. And it's very not hard to keep up with it every day because it reminds you, and it's very nice. Babel.
And with Babel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Why don't you guys check it out? They also have Babel's speech recognition technology, which helps you improve your pronunciation and accent.
I'm coming.
There are so many ways to learn.
I'm like. I'm like. I'm like. I'm coming.
There are so many ways to learn with Babel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, video stories, and even live classes, guys. So why don't you start your new language learning journey today, along with Mike Falzone and myself. Eventually, I got to get on this thing because I don't want to be embarrassed about not knowing Spanish again.
Just saw.
So guys, right now when you purchase a 3-month Babel subscription, guys, when you purchase a 3-month Babel subscription, you're gonna get an additional 3 months free. All right, that's 6 months, guys. 6 months for the price of 3. You just go to Babel.com and use that promo code Banter. That's BABBEL.com. Code Banter. Hey, Babel, language for life. Oh, shit, man.
I'm like. I'm like. I'm like. I'm like. I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling.
Stop fighting the audience! Why does it always seem to hit me in the middle of the night? Stop it!
If there was an award show for the best new audio clip, I think that Billy Joel one would be in there.
At least be nominated.
Guys, let's talk about feels. I'm real excited to talk about feels because I think I mentioned this the other day, but a friend of mine was saying that she was having trouble sleeping and she works really long hours, and she was like, my insomnia is real bad and I can't sleep and it sucks. It's really affecting my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what, my friend? I have something called Feels that this wonderful company Feels, which is a sponsor on the show. Honky, honky.
Harlan Williams. Honky, honky.
and I gave some Feels premium CBD to my friend, and she took it, and she said she slept like a baby.
That's great. It does that. I've also used it for
really
that.
helped.
For sleepless nights and also for headaches. It's very nice.
Right.
Just chills you out without any of the, doesn't get you stoned, doesn't get you all whatever. Just kind of puts your mind and body to rest.
And it keeps your head clear. It doesn't you don't get foggy. You don't get you don't feel really anything other than just kind of like good, better.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got like anxiety. It helps so much with anxiety. I can attest to that. Pain. So instead of taking like an aspirin, you have a little CBD. It's natural. It's nice.
Yeah.
Makes you feel a little nice. And the sleepiness. And it's all about how much you take and all that. But all of that is explained through Feels. And when they send you a package, there's really stylish packaging and everything's kind of obvious, and there's a lot of documentation.
A QR code that leads you right to a report about stuff.
And there's a little fold out thing that shows you exactly how much to use for whatever you want. You just place a few drops of Feels under your tongue, and then you'll feel the difference within minutes. And if you're new to CBD and you're like, I don't even know where to begin with this, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience, guys. And it works naturally to help you feel better. And there's no hangover, and there's no addiction. So here's the deal. You can join the Feels community and get Feels delivered to your door every month. You're going to save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. All right? And we're talking about premium CBD. All right? This helps keep your head clear and feel your best. And it's hassle-free, delivered directly to your door, just as we said. So become a member today by going to feels.com/banter, and you're going to get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's feals.com/banter to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feals.com/banter.
Thank you, Feels.
Thank you, Feels.
I'm it's as satisfying to me as I'm coming day and night. I'm coming day and night.
Imagine Steve surrounded by 100,000 people.
I'm coming day and night. 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 I'm getting the feeling of coming. I'm coming day and night. 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 I'm coming day. I'm coming.
Let me do my show!
It's as satisfying to me. I'm coming getting the feeling of I'm coming day and night. I'm coming day and night. I'm coming day and night.
I'm always getting the feeling of coming.
Is he coming day and night?
What's this guy's message?
Mike, we skipped a week of History Roads.
Yes.
And my friend Ralph sent in a History Road, and I wanted to read it. And then I wanted to read all these other dang History Roads, so I figured we could just get right to the History Roads.
Please.
You want to do that?
Yes.
All right.
I'm coming.
Another 3 minutes of music. You know what I mean?
Where's my goddamn History Roads? Ah,
I'm
where
Cap.
are they?
History.
You would think that thing had 1,000 buttons on it.
I'm gonna get the bigger one soon, so I can have more access. This Stream Deck was initially sent to us from a viewer.
Jesse, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it Jesse?
Jesse sent one, I think.
Dude, because I don't remember who sent it.
I'm almost positive.
Oh my God, Jesse, was it you, man? Because you really changed the goddamn show because of that.
Yeah.
It really made it, we were using that real shitty Soundboard app that I had.
Yeah. It did completely change
The whole show.
Made all the sounds more digital. We used to have a
Right.
lot more analog sounds.
Why don't you talk about that a little bit, Mike?
Well, we had horns and we had a ding and we had different. I remember one time we had a bowl, didn't we? And also I remember we had a wooden frog. And I remember now sitting at your kitchen table in the amber light. How my little feeties wouldn't be able to touch the ground because the chairs were high. I would take a little mallet and I would hit a little ding with the mallet whenever we said something funny, and it was the end of it. It's like a period in a sentence made out of an angel's tears.
Isn't this
All right, this first history road goes for.
Blow me a kiss.
Is that somebody reading it?
This first history road is a song.
Okay.
Writing's not that easy.
This first history road is an ad.
That's going to pay somebody else. Do you not have the...
My friend Ralph sent in a history road. He says softballs and burritos. Hello, Mr. Falzone and Mr. Zaragoza.
Hi.
Here's a story from around 1997 involving me doing custodial work at a major theme park here in Orange County, California. Get Boofy. I was cleaning the restroom near Space Mountain one night, and I came up to a toilet that was filled with brown water.
Uh-oh.
What do we call that in the biz? I couldn't see through the water because it had the consistency of unfiltered apple juice.
Like that toilet in Saw. In Saw.
That, yeah.
Where they have to get the prizes out.
Right. When it comes to these types of situations, you don't really want to give that toilet a flush and have it spill everywhere. So...
We now cut to you live.
All right. So, I went to the stock closet and grabbed a plunger. Smart. Nothing happened when I tried the plunger, so I figured it was something big lurking below.
Uh-oh.
I think it's my new favorite. It's my new favorite part, I think.
It's good to pick a favorite.
I don't want it to lose its luster, though,
You think
so
the other parts are gonna feel bad? Feel neglected?
This one's a classic. It's my second. I think this is my new favorite one.
Wasn't that somebody's real one?
I don't know.
Didn't
is
somebody
it?
send us
Oh,
one that
yeah.
sounded like a notebook ripping in it?
Yeah, but I haven't added it to the soundboard yet. Damn it. I don't know if that's ever
I
going to
thought
happen
that's
now.
what that was. That's okay. It doesn't matter.
Time for the tongs, he said. Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
God. Janitorial
no.
tongs?
Ralph!
I didn't know that was part of their equipment bag. That's a bummer, man. I'm sorry.
Yep, every stock closet in the resort is equipped with regular old salad tongs.
Oh, so that's like a foot away.
We normally use them to retrieve unflushable items out of urinals.
Okay. Functional.
You
Bummer.
think Disney would have developed like a longer one?
Maybe they
for
have
all
the
sorts of
longest
stuff?
one. That's in my mind.
That's true, yeah.
They're the longest ones
did.
you could have.
Yeah, maybe they searched around a lot for them.
If they care about their employees as much as they say they do.
So, I reached into the murky water with the salad tongs.
Oh boy. Sloshing around. Okay, you don't have to.
And went to give them a squeeze. They did not bulge.
Share this podcast with your girlfriend.
Play it on a date with your girlfriend. Just this part. Dancing with poop. Oh God.
Oh.
Okay. They didn't budge. He says he pulls the tongs out of the water to reveal that he had grabbed a turd that was the size and shape of a softball.
Like perfectly round with like seams on it.
What is the oh yeah, this one. This is what I was looking for.
Oh boy. Goodness gracious.
Hang on.
Oh my goodness.
This is taking way too long to set up.
That's worth it, So Howard Stern was this show. Wow, that's insane to think about for a bunch of different reasons. Is that song played on the fucking steel drums? Oh boy. Softball is like 3.5 inches in diameter. 4 inches? Yikes. Batter up. Imagine tossing it to someone and hitting it with a bat.
He says it was also just as hard as a softball, too.
Was it just a softball? Somebody put a softball on there?
He said, this is when I decided to call my lead, Vince.
Uh-huh.
Not only to have him help me, but to be a witness when I tell this story in the future.
Yeah, smart.
I told him the turds were huge. I mentioned that it was the size of a softball. Maybe he thought I was being funny or something. But he didn't believe me. So he took a large flange plunger. You know, the kind that are shaped like a big black ball with a hole on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, he jammed that sucker in the toilet and tried to clear it out.
Uh-huh.
After giving it a couple of thrusts, he pulled
Fans are really good.
You know, the kind with the big black hole in the bottom. Okay, so anyway, he jammed the sucker into the toilet and tried to clear it out. After giving it a couple of thrusts, he pulled the plunger out and looked at the As he was looking into the bowl, he realized that his plunger was really heavy. He looked at it and noticed that one of the giant turds had lodged itself into the bottom hole of the plunger like a video game trackball. So the softball turd was stuck in the hole?
What is pooping in this toilet?
What's pooping in the toilet? And he's rigging it on the left, and he's pushing hard. He's pushing as hard as he can, and his hole's opening up big and sweet, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna be a softball-sized turd.
So he grabbed a trash can, dragged it into the stall, and reached into the toilet with the salad tongs. He proceeded to pull out all the turds so that the plumbers could snake out the drain. He pulled out a couple of softball-sized turds and then one that was roughly the size of a Chipotle burrito.
What is happening? What's happening? It's like
It
an animal.
too was hard as a rock.
Wow. So this is like collection of turds. This is like turds that have been there for days.
Or someone was like, hadn't pooped in months.
There's no way these come out of a person if they can't pass through a
What else
toilet.
could it have come out of?
I think it's somebody storing poop.
And bringing it to Disneyland to throw in the toilet?
No, it's Disneyland. They have to clean it more. I was thinking like
It's
a public
cleaned
park.
every day.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Someone came into the park, Mike.
That's not. I wonder what the big. I don't wonder this.
Someone came into the park and made that.
really knocked it out of the park.
I'm not sure what kind of human could do such a thing, but it was definitely a sight to see. Over the years, I've thought that this story may have become exaggerated, but every time I talk to Vince about it, he verifies the massive size and hardness of those brown boys. Thanks for making me and my wife Stevie laugh on a regular basis. I think she's secretly in love with Mike. Also, don't let anyone, especially Elliot, censor you when it comes to talking about hurry syrup, whoopsie juice, or finishing sauce.
Whoopsie juice. Whoopsie juice, he says.
Whoopsie juice, he said.
I'm coming.
Finishing sauce is good. Hurry syrup is nice. Have a great weekend and shout out to Owen. Ralph.
That's nice.
I'm
Thank
coming
you, Ralph,
day and night.
for that experience.
Holy shit. Truly.
I can't believe that. What does that come out of?
I would have been CSI on that shit.
Imagine.
I would have gone full CSI, dude.
Dude, imagine how uncomfortable you have to be to have that inside of you. And
That's
come
what I'm
out.
saying. I wonder if it was like, Grandma hasn't pooped in like a month, guys.
Grandma, yeah.
Grandma hasn't pooped in a month, guys. What are we gonna do? We can't make Grandma poop. We giving her prunes.
It's the new Disney movie.
Grandma can't poop.
Make Grandma poop.
Make Grandma poop.
Make Grandma poop with John Cena.
What do we do? I don't know, but our big Disneyland trip's coming up, and we can't. The whole family's got their tickets and shit. We can't fucking miss this.
Yeah, and Mom says we can't go if Grandma doesn't poop. So all the kids dump laxatives into her food for a week.
And maybe all that walking around the park moved shit around, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know?
She went on.
Home run. Well, she went for a
what
home
is
run.
that? What's the kidney stones ride?
Oh,
Adventure
big,
Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
And it just shook it loose.
Yeah. Maybe she shook it loose.
You can't have rocks in you, dude.
But
That's not good.
but I hate it, and I really would have gone CSI, dude. I would have been like, all right, what time was this? What time did this happen? I would have been like, who
You
was
turn around real fast and you're in a suit.
I'm gonna be like, who's the last person on bathroom shift on the shift over here by Space Mountain? I know the exact bathroom, by the way. I would have been questioning them. I would have been like, do you guys remember someone coming in here like an hour ago?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I would be asking everyone questions, then I would look at the cameras.
Uh-huh.
I'd triangulate
Bathroom cameras?
the time.
Oh, like outside.
Outside.
Mm-hmm.
I would triangulate the time between when it might have happened to who was coming out of the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And you wouldn't know really, but you could probably narrow it down to like maybe 4 or 5 people.
And then what?
And then I mean, as long as I could get that close, I just want to see. Because I think so. Okay, so let me present you with this.
Anything.
Let me present you with this. If I brought you 5 suspects, and they were in a lineup, and you're behind that window, so they can't see you,
Yeah.
and they're all like, which one? Like, would you be able to tell who made those poops? according to this story,
Yeah.
after hearing this story,
Yes.
and then us triangulating who, like at least 6 people that came out of that bathroom,
Yeah.
that seem like they could have been the ones, depending on the time.
Usual suspects.
Right.
And then they're in the lineup.
Because you could also probably base it on someone going into the bathroom in the camera, and then how long it takes for them to come out.
Oh, I thought like coming out.
We gotta go! Get in the car, kids!
in the car.
I think I lost an organ.
Rip up the fast pass.
But like if I put 5 people in a
Could I
lineup,
guess who
do you
it
think
is?
after hearing that story?
I think I can make a guess, and I would have. There's no downside because either I would be surprised, and that would be a gift.
Yeah.
Or I would be right.
It's gonna be someone over 30
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless there's like a real sickly young person.
No,
that
you
did
need
it.
a fucking a good factory.
Yeah,
to
you need a factory that's like
can have a
working.
developing factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also think like larger scale of a person.
Yeah.
Because
like
you
if
have to
it
have
was the
bigger
bigger
parts.
person. Yeah.
Like I'm talking like if Shaq farted.
right.
Like he's gigantic.
Right.
So his feet are massive. You got to have like a bigger passageway.
Right.
To make something like that. And if then the detectives pointed to like a kid, then I would laugh really hard. That's probably not the best place for that song. But I would laugh at a kid making gigantic turds.
Absolutely.
And everyone pointing to the gigantic person.
And then we'd all dance.
Yeah. That's how the movie ends.
All right, let's get some more history roads going here, huh? How about that, Mike?
Uh-huh.
You don't
Please.
mind, do you?
No, I missed them. We already talked about that McCartney 3-2-1, right?
Yeah, man, that's so good.
It
What
is
a
very
show.
good. I would recommend that.
God
to
damn.
Any and everybody.
KG sends an email about wrestling
Oh, hell yeah.
saying, "Ayo, what's up, my guys? A little while ago, I sent in an email in support for you guys doing a wrestling podcast. You guys seem pretty keen on the idea. Is that still happening, or
I know exactly what we would do, and it's just a matter of having the time to do it.
let's do it? Let's just plan it. Let's put it on the calendar or something."
Okay.
I also love how Steve is slowly getting more and more into the world of wrestling. One of us. By the way, Mike, what did you think of CM Punk's return? That shit was wild.
I thought it was crazy.
Yeah? Is it
Yes.
a big deal? I think Matt was talking about that.
It's just an insane thing. Came back after 7 years. We even did a story about it in SourceFed.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he came back after 7 years, and to see the combination of like not having live events for a year and then seeing that many people fucking lose their shit at once for something that nobody ever thought would happen is like, it was just a crazy thing to see. And it's something that I haven't seen in anywhere for a long time.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Really crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
He says perhaps one of the biggest pops of all time.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Much love. P.S. I know this is a little random for DB, but on the last episode of the Valley Cast, the boys talked about the Looney Tunes theme song. When I went to YouTube, I found the OG 1937 The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down song, which, by the way, is the name of the Looney Tunes theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun. It's called The
interesting.
Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
That's fun. That's really fun.
It's an old song. They thought it was pretty cool. In case y'all are not aware, which I suppose Steve especially would be, I've linked the song below anyway for your enjoyment. Peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and
Babies. No more, no more.
It's going in the bin.
All right, here's the original 1937 Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
Okay. You needed so many people to have a band back then.
I know, like a 9 to 12 piece orchestra.
You needed to have a section of friends. Cartoons. One has a skunk and one has a road runner. One has a coyote they want to kill.
And some of them are racist, but that won't be till later on. Abadee, 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 we'll see you then.
All of them speech impediment. Who said that? Somebody said that last night.
What? They all have a speech impediment?
Yeah, my friend Kellen, I think,
They really do.
was talking about how all the Kellen Schneider. He was like, all of them.
They do. They totally do. All right, Jorge sends an email saying, Short History wrote about the Lord of the Rings and DB.
Tight. Tight. Happen.
Hi, Mike and Steve. Hope you're doing great. I have a small history road for you guys today. My name is Jorge. Probably not how you just pronounced it. Oh. George. And I'm a 1.5 horn-born baby horn Brazilian boy with you guys since the beginning of SourceFed Nerd and have listened to every DB episode. Longtime fan, first-time roader.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the road. That's great.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've been reading The Two Towers, the second part of The Lord of the Rings. The second chapter of the book features a 20-something page discussion between two different orc tribes about how they were gonna traverse the land, because that's interesting. Yep, that's definitely the books.
27 pages.
Yeah, man. It really is like that.
How do you stay in it?
20-something pages. I mean, you just gotta be like, oh, okay, all right, where are we going with this? All right, they're gonna take the fields. Okay, yep, I guess that makes sense. It's like it really gives you a sense of the way the minds of each of the species thinks, of all the races think.
Yeah,
and it helps later on when you're like learning about how strategic they are. And shit like
I get that.
So it's kind of important, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the books go into way more detail about shit.
Yeah.
While talking, they mention that Sauron's horsemen are scattered throughout the land. The Nazgul, those are those guys with the hoods.
Nazgul.
They look like death. Nazgul. Those horsemen are powerful, grim ghosts of ancient human kings that chase Frodo and the Fellowship, trying to murder them and steal the One Ring. The whole time the orcs are arguing, they call the Nazgul the Cursed Horse Boys. Yes, Mike.
What do the dead guys want with a ring?
So they were once kings, and they were given their own magic rings by Sauron.
Sure.
In exchange for their service to Sauron. So once they died, they became like servants to Sauron.
And
so they just do whatever Sauron wants them to do.
And they don't want to do that.
I mean, I think they want. I mean, it doesn't matter what they want. I think they're just cursed to like do whatever Sauron wants.
So Sauron wants his ring back.
Yes.
How Sauron got his ring back.
That's right. And so the Nazgul are chasing Frodo because they found out that Frodo has the ring because they tortured Gollum.
Got it. All caught up.
But he says the Nazgul call the Nazgul the Cursed Horse Boys.
That's good.
I got out of breath laughing, thinking about orcs talking dynamic banter style, honking horns and drinking some of that good old truck fueling, baby making Miller Genuine drafts.
Yeah.
That's it, boys. Love you in the podcast to bits. Thank you for making my weeks brighter. Close eyes, either Jorge or George.
Whichever one you identify as.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, thank you for listening.
Thank you. We appreciate you, and that's very funny.
Yeah. I'm such a big fan of this music.
Isn't it nice? I think it's a good addition to the History Road. Just kind of gives us a little, feels like an old timey.
Gives you a little texture.
Warm, yeah.
Yeah.
Cooper sends an email saying, Werewolves of Bungle. Hey, horny boys, what's happening? It's Cooper from the Blank is My Favorite Blank family, back again, to bring up something that has been making me laugh for years that I figured you guys would enjoy.
Okay.
One of the innumerable songs my dad burnt onto a CD for me as a kid was Werewolves of London. Ooh. And to this day, I still fucking love that song. It's a great song. Great, and I hear it more during Halloween.
Yeah.
Because it's like, kind of feels like it's a Halloween song. It's about werewolves.
Also, the guy singing looks like a werewolf.
Yeah. I saw Lon Chaney with a Chinese menu in his hand. Or in his mouth or something.
His mouth.
It is mouth. It's a classic silly ditty about mythical dogs in British towns, and recently there's been one part that stands out to me. I attached a link to you to check it out. Okay.
Let's
Let's see. What's the link? At about 2:47 in the song, the line, "I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect," which is my favorite line, is punctuated by a sharply cut, unfinished scream. It sounds like he's yelling no, but it cuts off so fast. It makes me laugh like a fuck of a gun every time. Dude, don't ruin this song for me.
This is it.
I will never
You
not
know what
hear it
happens
again.
when we talk about songs
I
on this
know.
podcast? Can you listen to David Lee Roth sing
No.
any song?
God damn it, baby, you're not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go tell you one more time. God damn, baby, no, no, no.
All right, let's hear it. Ruin this fucking song for me so I can never unhear this.
Goodbye, Werewolves of London.
All right, let's go. Let's hear it. Let's get dinged for this. Oh God,
It just feels like it's gonna be loud.
that was the ocean.
That just feels like it's gonna be loud. No,
Okay,
you got to
what's-
go right to it so we don't get.
2:47. Okay. It's a great song.
Back when all the rock bands had piano players.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Cheney Jr. walking with the Queen,
Uh-huh.
doing the Werewolves of London.
Doing well, no, no.
I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect.
No! Has that always been there? No way! No fucking way!
He got snatched out of the booth by a giant ant.
Dude, I have never heard that.
Never registered
Oh
ever.
my God.
And a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect.
Dude, what the absolute fuck?
Dude, does that come up if somebody's singing this during karaoke?
Dude, no way. He's got to just be making a sound, like a sound.
No, that's probably just left on tape or something, like a sloppy cut. Because that's like something bled over on the mic from something else.
Dude, Cooper,
It's ruined forever. That song is gone.
he says, what do you think was going on in the studio where Warren Zevon was like, leave that in? Anyways, I got my girlfriend to start listening to you guys, and she said to tell you, keep up the good work or something like that. Hope this brought you a chuckle.
nice.
I love you boys as always, Cooper. Cooper you
didn't
have-
laugh once.
You've created a new obsession for me.
Oh, shit.
I think I need to get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
What is that?
Can you contact these people still? Are
I'm
they
gonna
alive?
look into it. I'm gonna see what I can find.
Hey, why is this in there?
I'm gonna see what I can find. I'm gonna put my ear to the tracks.
I wonder how much more of that stuff there is out there.
Stuff left in of songs that are just like
there's probably so much.
so much.
There's so much in the Beatles stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the one episode of that McCartney show where they were doing either All You Need Is Love or Hey Jude? And there was one like terrible harmony.
Oh yeah.
And Paul heard it and like
He was like, nope.
Yeah.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
He's like, well, it's just covered up by a lot of things.
Yeah. And then we put all these other words.
Yeah.
And you never touch these again.
I would love to do a rundown of like mistakes in songs that were left in songs.
Send us those if you
Yeah,
hear
if
if
you
you know
got
of them. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sending in your history roads, guys. What a great show. I had a lot of fun with you today, Mike.
Yes, had a lot of fun with you as well.
What a some good new bits we got today out of the whole deal.
Yeah, man.
And
I do want to say a couple things.
oh sure.
One, the DB zine is getting prepped and ready to go. A lot of awesome art in there.
So excited.
Sweatpants back in the fall. You made your voices loud and proud and clear. 1 2 horn 2 horn.
Just in time for the fall. for
That's
the
when
fall
you
weather.
want them. That's what you want them. Thank you
Absolutely.
for getting them in the summer, but now we got fall pants. Also, this is all I'll say. There is a super secret art project that we've been working on with an artist, several artists for a long time, and all the art for it is done. Did you take a look at them yet?
I haven't looked yet. I've seen it in my box. Should I just peek at it right now? Just a little secret?
because you can see it on...
You can see it? You can see my screen?
No.
We could just have Ryan crop it out.
Can I see your screen? Let me get up and see if I can see it. Dude, maybe we should... I don't want to... I mean, this isn't like a...
Oh, sure. All right. Never mind. Zipped.
Let's not.
Zipped.
Sorry for the anticlimactic
Zip,
end of the show. But it'll be so much better if you don't know. Just know that we've been working on it for a long time and it's fucking awesome. And people are very talented.
Yes.
And they help us make awesome stuff for people who like this show. And that's everything.
Also, if we're teasing little sweet treats, keep your eyes and ears open for maybe some kind of a announcement in the next like 3 months or so, maybe. Yeah. Something happening early next year, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
Just putting it out there. Just keep your eyes and ears open, fellow friends.
Keep your ears on the calendar.
But yeah, sorry to be too vague, but you know, things are happening over here at DB Studios.
We don't like to say nothing until you can expect it.
Right. But we like to give you a little tease, let you know we're working on shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Stuff happening behind the scenes. We're busy making some really cool shit for you guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, hopefully answering some requests you guys have put out there in the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, any plugs, Mike?
Yeah, I've been doing those like once a week advice video things.
Nice.
If you want me to talk about anything specific, you can hit me up in my DMs on Instagram. Also, dude, this is so important. I forget to talk about it every week. That's how important it is. My crowd work show has come back to the Hollywood Improv, Surrounded. Thank you so much. There are, as of right now, there are 20 tickets left. And I would love to sell it out. It would be so good to sell it out. Obviously, you need to provide either proof of vaccinations or a negative test in the last 72 hours or something like that. And then there's a ticket link on the direct.me link in my bio for my Instagram.
And if you guys don't at least check it out and decide if you want to do that, then you're a dummy.
You did a Friends and Friends show once.
Yes, I
Remember
did.
that back in the day?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I might do it again sometime, but maybe not.
That'd be fun.
We'll see. I'll let you know if I'm ever ready to do something like
Dude,
that.
I'm not even telling anyone who's on the lineup for this
Ooh,
time.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Just
love
know that it's going to be fucking awesome.
Wonderful. Fucking love that. Shit. Well, then I gotta go.
You have to come. I'll put you on the
I
guest
just may.
list.
Hell yeah. Thank
That's
you.
one less spot.
All right. Well, guys, listen. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to HeadGum.
Dude, a couple of years ago, if you dropped a softball-sized turd off at Disneyland, call
wanna
into
know.
the show.
Yeah, but don't make up a story. We don't want writers just writing in, trying to be funnier than us, whatever. Just send it if it's really you.
Yeah.
Or if you've ever made a softball sized and shaped and hardened version of, like if you've ever made a poop that was like a softball.
Yeah. If you ever made a poop that could go through a window,
do some damage on the inside, let us know. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you for checking out the show. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for the old episodes coming back to your favorite podcast networks and all that shit. And we'll catch you next time on the show. Bye-bye now.
Bye now.
That was a HeadGum podcast.